Hello, my name is Bill and welcome to Mind Your Crypto. Today we have CHILIZ daily update. Let's see where we're going to make a price prediction in the technical analysis. We are going to dive in quickly into the technical analysis. So right now we found a bit of huge sell pressure around this area. We will explain why later. We have the 0.5 Fibonacci retracement at 27.4 cents, and we have our next one, the 0.61829 cents. Sometimes, guys, resistance levels are not just a line. They are area of resistance. As here, guys, between 27 and 28 cents. And of course, the next resistance between 29.2 and 29.5 or 29.6. Okay, so for now, we found a little bit of a sell pressure. We are about maybe to close below 0.5. We will see about that though. And of course, I have drawn my Fibonacci retracement level starting from the top right here, 16th June, ending up to the bottom 22nd June. Okay, the reason is I want to find major resistance levels. Let's go a bit to the volume. The volume is increasing after decrease right here. You can see we had lower lows in the price action. Now we had some pretty nice volume going on for CHZ, and of course the MACD, it wasn't looking good until we had the bullish cross. And of course what we are looking forward to is maybe we can go above the previous high right here. And of course, if we can go above the high right there we formed back on 8th July will be fantastic, okay? But of course, we need to surpass the first one first, and of course the second one later. Okay, so for now let's go to CHZ to discuss a bit about the risk metrics, because 2 out of 3 risk metrics are in an overbought situation. What that does mean? So for the commodity channel index, you can see this line, this pink line right here, and it is above this gray area. That means, guys, we have an overbought situation. Therefore, more buyers come in, and more buyers, more, and we just go into a number that we have an overbought situation. That means we have a high risk. Many buyers have gone, only a small number of sellers, and the price is about to drop for the commodity channel index. Commodity channel index is more sensitive to the price action along with the stochastic RSI. It is more sensitive to the price action. Stochastic RSI is another risk metric. When we are above this purple area, we have the same thing, okay? And so 2 out of 3 risk metrics are in an overbought situation. The RSI here is not yet. We can go a little bit further above the 70 for the CHILIZ, but of course we found some huge sell pressure. We want to see eventually what we will do around there in the next 4-hour frames. We will discuss everything with every detail right there. Let's go a little bit now to the daily frame. On the daily frame, you can see the Bollinger bands. These are the Bollinger bands. When we approach the top line of the Bollinger bands, we have a risk, except when we have an impulsive wave, because if I zoom a little bit out, you will see that when we had an impulsive wave, CHZ didn't care, right? We were along in the top line of the Bollinger bands, we were moving upwards and we didn't care. We went downwards again, then we found the bottom line where we had a buying opportunity, we went upwards, okay? So you can see in a normal market, when we are finding the bottom line of the Bollinger bands, we have a buying opportunity. In a very bearish market, we don't have, as you can see here, back on 19th May. And of course, in a normal market, you will see it again, a buying opportunity here, a swing high, another correction, a little bit of a swing high, then another correction right there, a minor swing high till we reach a more of a squeeze point. As you can see, guys, the top line and the bottom line are getting close to each other. Okay, this is very good. This means, guys, that we almost have a little bit of a small volume, or okay, we have some volume here that we expect it to grow in the next days, right? And maybe we are going to see an upward to the trend, but we depend a lot on Bitcoin. We will depend a lot actually on Bitcoin. We don't depend right now. Let's go to the SSL hybrid. This indicator here I like, guys, because it can find some major resistance, some major buying opportunities, and you can see that we had a buying opportunity here, we had a selling opportunity there, so it wasn't so good into finding a selling opportunity when to short our position, because, guys, it is very nice to buy, SSL hybrid is very good at identifying when to buy but not when to sell. Okay, so the blue arrow here is when to buy, the red arrow is when to sell, and we had a buying opportunity, a very nice buying opportunity back then, but we should sell here instead of here. So we had the buying opportunity there, we should sell here instead of here on 13 July. We also have now a buying opportunity according to the SSL hybrid. On the daily frame, you can see that, right? So I'm just going to zoom out a little bit and zoom in into our risk metrics. Only 1 out of 3 risk metrics are in an overbought situation, but of course, commodity channel index is an important one. We are above the 100. Same here with the stochastic RSI. Actually, not the same yet because we are between 20 and 80, but we were the same here, guys, back on 11th July 2021. And you can see here the RSI is between 20 and 30 and 70. We are inside this purple zone. We are not in an overbought situation, of course, for the CHILIZ, but you can see that we check the commodity channel index first because here we weren't in an overbought situation yet. We corrected. That was due to the commodity channel index. I'm sure about that. You can see we were in an overbought situation, then we corrected, went into an oversold, then we went back up again. Okay. So you can see the MACD now had a bullish cross. It is going good on the daily frame. We hope that we get to see the blue line staying above the signal line right there. So let's go to CHZ Bitcoin chart. You can see on the CHZ Bitcoin chart, we have the RSI. All of the risk metrics actually are in an overbought situation. So if this is not impulsive wave, guys, you should be extremely careful from now on, because afterwards we will correct and we will depend a lot from Bitcoin. Okay, so you can see 3 out of 3 risk metrics are in an overbought situation above their normal top limit, right? The 70 it is for the RSI, 100 for the commodity channel index, 80 for the stochastic RSI. Let's go to the daily frame. We had here a triangle. We went down. You can see that back then. And now we have 1 out of 3 risk metrics above in an overbought situation. Stochastic RSI almost is going to an overbought situation right here. We will see about that. Commodity channel index is in an overbought situation though on the daily frame. So on the daily frame, guys, on the midterm we are looking better. On the short term we are looking more to have a high risk for CHZ. So let's go a little bit now to CHZ Tether USD. You can see here I have used 2 Fibonacci tools. One is the speed resistance fan Fibonacci tool, and one is the classic Fibonacci retracement I used back then on the price. You can see that I have used my Fibonacci from the top to the bottom. I did the same here, but I have used the speed gun fan from the bottom to the top right here, from the top, sorry, to the bottom right there. And the reason is I want to find some lines to see actually where are we going to have some strong resistance levels. You can see here we had this line going on all the way. I will draw one more with a trend line, one more accurate line. You can see that we had this line going on the 0.5, and you can see the 0.6 is this line right here. Okay, so we have those 2 lines. We almost find a little bit of a buy, of a sell pressure as we approach the 0.618 from the speed gun fan resistance tool, and you can see that before we had a sell pressure at the 0.5. Now we went into the 0.618 area and we had a huge sell pressure here for CHZ, right? So therefore that's why we found a huge sell pressure. Another way to identify is if I just remove the speed gun fan, you can see that we had a resistance level, a resistance area right here, because we found resistance 2 times right there on 1st June, and on 30 May we had found resistance here as well on 26th May, resistance on 21st May. So it was a very important resistance area, right? And you can see that I would draw this resistance level from this point right here up to here. Okay, so that's why we found resistance right there, in case you don't know how to use the Fib speed resistance fan. Okay, so right now you can see that we found a little bit of sell pressure. We want to see now eventually we close above. If we make the 27 cents as support level, we can easily go to around 29 cents. Okay, but for now we found huge sell pressure. We should be careful. Maybe this is due to the commodity channel index and the stochastic RSI, 2 out of 3 risk metrics being above the 70 and the 100, sorry, and the 80 for the stochastic RSI, and of course the CHZ Bitcoin chart. We have an overbought situation right here. If this is not an impulsive wave, you should be very, very careful. If it is, we will go surely to 29.6 cents, right? But if you want to minimize the risk, you should go there and expect the price. Maybe we make this as support level, then go in and buy. Okay, do not make a hesitate move right here, a FOMO in move actually right here to go all in into one price. You don't want to do that, guys. Do not FOMO in, and of course, do not be greedy on a bearish market. That's not a financial advice, just my opinion. You can see here on Bitcoin, we had a little bit of a huge crash right there on the 4-hour frame. This is another thing that we should be careful about. That's why we had a huge sell pressure. Also, even though we are outperforming Bitcoin, you can see that we couldn't stop ourselves from going a little bit down here. We had a very, very huge drop right there for Bitcoin, the 4-hour frame. And therefore, that's why we went a little bit downwards for CHZ as well. Another way to identify why we had the huge sell pressure is Bitcoin's movement, of course. But the good part here is that we are outperforming Bitcoin. Therefore, guys, this is good. That's why we had huge sell pressure, but now we remain even good above some certain levels, for example here, but we don't want to close into a superstar candle, of course. We want to just go above the 27.4 Tether USD, so the next price target will be the 29.6, because yes, we went above the 27.4, but we couldn't close above. We can't close above. We need to make this as a support level. And you can see that even if Bitcoin crashes and goes a little bit down, CHZ goes upwards. Okay, so that means we are outperforming Bitcoin in the CHZ Bitcoin chart. If you want, you can join our monthly subscription to get easy profits with automated signal, buying opportunities, personal guidance, educational videos, and many more. Also join our Telegram group chat. Links are in the description down below. Hit the like button and subscribe if you like the content. Thank you so much for watching. Have a fantastic day wherever you are. See you soon with many, many more videos. Bye.